Siamana Stalacha, thanking everybody. It is our safety boat. You notice how I said that safety boat meeting for the gathering of the Eagles. We have some of our skippers joining, and our relative from Lopez Island, Paul Henriksen, is our safety boat manager. And we're thanking you all for coming and joining us as we get ready to, I would say, set sail, but get ready for our gathering, our sixth annual gathering of the Eagles. And I'd just like to open up in a good way. Just pray in your own way. Just remembering our relatives here at home, our elder. Uh, and those families that are in mourning right now. It's a tender time for all of us, and it's not so hopeful on the national front, but just sending prayers out to each and every one of you around the world uh, as we're preparing for our gathering of the Eagles, and just um, want the Spirit to come into our virtual gathering here, our virtual fire, and bless you, your families, and all those you're helping bring to our sixth annual gathering in a good way with good hearts, good feelings. And so just opening it up and knowing that we're doing the best we can and safety first, and remembering that we'll we'll get through this as skippers, as captains, as safety vessels with each other, and again thanking you all and thanking the Spirit for blessing us. Yamana Shalacha. Paul, can I just share pass it off with you for a moment?
You bet. Yeah, yeah. So I just thank you everybody for being here, and thank you for all of the time that you're going to put in and all of your efforts. Greatly appreciated. Um, it's great to know that we're going to have a safe journey with all of you out there. And I just wanted to go over a couple of things so they're all on the same page. I had a conversation with Randy, and he's going to be out on the water. He's going to be in charge, basically. I'm going to call him the fleet commander. And so I'm thinking more in situations where, maybe an emergent situation or where there needs to be kind of an experience call. So Randy will be the guy to talk to in Sparrow, okay? And he prefers channel 09, so that's what we'll all use.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time? I believe you cut out on me. What channel?
0909. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And also too, I know our relatives from Maui, Anella's crew. You're bringing a VHF, right, Anella?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay. Just wanted to let you know
Yeah.
that, Paul.
Yeah, good. I'm assuming all the boats will have VHF, all the pullers will have life jackets and water and that kind of thing. That's kind of a given. But I'll go over a couple other things. I think right now the way that it's set up is Ross Newport will be the escort for Uncle Kimokeo's boat. Randy will be escorting Northwest Indian College. And Dale, of course, is with Chief Flesheye, Spirit of the Wolf. And Jeff Henningsen is going to be with Anella's canoe. Kailani, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Kailani is the name of that canoe.
Kai Anu.
Oh, Kai Anu, sorry.
Kai Anu.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Kai Anu, which means
Yeah,
cold water.
Yeah, Kailani is actually the name of Jeff's boat. I got the two mixed up. Yeah. Okay. And then Scott and Nance and Tasha DeLay will be available if there's any emergency transport needed. And I just talked with Ross today, and there may be one other boat, escort boat, and that's kind of to be determined. Let's see, and unless Phreddie or Randy think otherwise, or Dale, I think escort boats should arrive at Washington Park no later than 6:45 Saturday morning. Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah, we're there.
Okay.
So
And then I'm going to ask you.
Yeah, Chief Flesheye here. That's not going to work for us, but we will get there. Yeah.
Okay, so what time is good for you, Dale?
We're not setting up camp on Friday night. The kids are leaving the school at around 5 in the morning. We're bringing some polars to Washington Park, and yeah. So we're probably gonna get there around 8 o'clock, eight
That should
thirty.
be fine. Yeah,
But yeah, I don't know if we were gonna
Okay.
do the water blessing. I don't think we're gonna be there for that. What we'll end up doing depends on what the weather's doing. Is we're gonna end up towing and probably trying to catch up, and maybe we can get a hold of, I don't know, Anella or whatever. She can hang out, but we'll bring the kids close, and then we'll put them in the canoe to go into Lopez is kind of what we're thinking, because we're not camping the night before. So we got to get some kids motivated for Saturday morning early. The rest of the kids are going to come up and just ride the ferry over to Lopez. So we only have about 3 teachers. I'm going to come up with our school resource officer and 1 teacher, and then Carl jumping on here in a minute. He'll be able to, he doesn't have the link. Oh, there he is. But yeah, and so he can speak on that a little bit on what's going to happen on Saturday morning. So, all right, thank you.
Yeah, and just so all you know, if I wasn't able to email you out the final packet there, the tide is slack right there at that's an anacortes tide there now. And I believe it's 10:41. Correct me if I'm wrong. And
Mhm.
I can just letting Stephanie in. I can just kind of let you all know with that weak front coming in. Well, it's not going to be a weak front because I shared this with Paul, as a fisherman, and Stephanie knows this too, with the for us as Lummy, sorry, my dog was bothering me. Um, Whenever there's a big minus tide, we can expect wind, okay?
Yeah.
All the way up until the tide is slack. And for those that don't know the story, about 4 years ago when we brought the Kingfisher, we had this very similar tide, and the tide was smoking out Rosario, and Rosario is the strait right in between Washington Park and Lopez Island there and Lopez Sound. And so but the south wind, when it blows there, you get pulled right into the waves. And so the tide, it's a 2'7" minus low for those that know how massive a 2'7" minus tide is. It's it's a real strong current there, and but slack tide is at 10:30, and so we'll be on the 10:05 for those that are catching the ferry, and I guess uh, I guess those that might be able to jump on and they want to catch a ride over with one of the safety vessels. Um, but I can I'm giving us a 50-50 chance that we actually do paddle. And
It looks like at 8 a.m. is a good time to go, but 10 a.m. it looks like the wind starts to pick up that day. That's what's forecasted so far.
yeah.
So it looks like 8 a.m. is really the ideal time to launch and go because
Mm.
after 10 a.m. the wind starts to pick up. And so after 10 a.m., like we want to be across
Yeah.
channel as soon as we can
That's a
if
good
we launch
time.
at 8.
Yeah, that's a good time. And
Yeah, I've actually got predict wind running right now, and I'm getting a different forecast than I got this morning, and it should be
Paul, you're breaking up again.
sorry.
We
I
didn't
may
hear
just
any of
have a
that.
bad connection.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't hear any.
that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I think in the morning when all the skippers are there, it sounds like Chief Leshai is just gonna tow if I'm correct. We'll be there right up to about 9 o'clock, and then those that are need to catch the ferry and have the reservations for the 10:05. Not that there's an eagle flying by or anything here, but um, yeah. Um, that would be our planned time to help clean up, help Leslie and our hosts pick things up, and then we're all going to be heading for the ferry about 9. So we'll see you guys off, Anella. And I think you're right. You might get halfway across at slack tide or just before slack tide there. And Stephanie knows this from being a kayaker. It could get pretty dangerous in the strait there. And so I think really having the skippers and the safety vessels make that call that morning. And Anella, if you guys are, you guys are going to go, we'll go. But I think that's a good time.
Yeah, you got 3.1 knots going. It should be good. If the winds are laying low, you'll be across in 3 hours. And with 3.1, yeah, you'll cruise.
Can people hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you? So I just had predict wind running while we were talking, and it was showing maybe 10 to 15 knots around 8, and then calming down by 10 and 11. That's just what it's showing now. But you guys will make that no go decision out there on the water. I won't be around, so I'll leave that up to you. And I just wanted to go over a couple other things. I'm assuming all the escort boats will have a first mate on board. And Randy, chime in if you need to, but I think the protocol is to just follow downwind, but not too far away from each boat. And I believe there's going to be a 16-foot inflatable, and that I think would best be used for transfers if needed, just because there's less risk of damaging the canoes. And so, and then the escort boats, please, if you can, have extra PFDs and a couple of blankets and some water and snacks and that kind of thing. And for those of you who need moorage in Phreddie Harbor, if you haven't already told Stephanie, send her your, length, beam and draft of your boat and name, and she will arrange that. And I think just want we always know that this approach from down.
I didn't hear that.
Control.
Yeah, that broke up for me too.
Go
Sorry,
ahead one more
I was
time,
saying,
Paul.
yeah, always approach, if you need to approach a canoe, always approach from downwind.
Yeah.
I think that's I think everyone probably knows that already.
Right.
And
I had a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, last year we had like a media crew with us and a film crew. And is there anything like that this year, or is that not happening?
That's a Phreddie question.
Sorry. Thank you. Yes. Our friends Amber and Rob. Amber from Maui and Rob Guthrie from LA, they will be uh, doing some filming of our skippers and canoe families that have been interviewed and are helping us make our 5-year story for the gathering. So,
Okay, so should we take them again this time?
yeah, that would be great.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And it's
Thank you.
Amber, and what's her last name?
I,
Oh, that's okay. Amber and Rob, and we have extra, life vest for them.
okay, and thank you for bringing up the life vest. Just so everyone knows, our friends at the Friends of the San Juan, Eva. We didn't know, Anella, if you got all had safety vests, and so we're and some of the other crews, but we just put a call out to the Friends of the San Juan. They have some safety vests, and so they're going to put them together and send them over on Friday.
Wonderful. I asked Matt Wiki also, so I appreciate that. Thank you, because we're not bringing any with us.
Phreddie, can I ask a question?
Sure, go ahead.
I was supposed to get on a call with Shay Blaine in a few minutes just to go over a bunch of details for the Orcas stop. Would my time be better doing this, being on this meeting, or talking to him about Orcas specific stuff?
This one for now, just so we're all set, and thank you for being on. Those that don't know our relative, Sharon and Michael, they'll be hosting us on Orcas
Orcas.
Island, and I'm sorry Robin isn't here, but I guess as far as Morage, Paul and Sharon for vessels on Orcas. Are we just doing it like last year, like parking the vessel, the safety boat, ha 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 ha, on the inside of the canoes, and then the canoes on the outside? Is that kind of I just want to make sure there as far as the safety
I
boats.
can't speak to Orcas.
Okay, Dale, is that
Sharon,
that's what we did, right? We just
Yes.
parked the safety boats on the inside, right?
Yeah, so we usually put the safety boats. We put our canoe alongside our safety
Yeah.
boat last
Okay.
year. That's how it worked.
Okay. So we'll try and do that. I guess the question there, we'll just have Chief Leshai's safety boats in Orcas, right? Paul, it's just a question. I'm just kind of trying to think there from Jackson Beach to Orcas, that route. There won't be any.
Yeah, so I haven't been on the water going from San Juan to Orcas, but obviously all the escort boats will follow the assigned canoes from San Juan to Orcas. But I don't know where they were. I don't know where you guys moored last year.
Okay.
I remember we rafted up with Randy's boat, and I think most of everybody just rafted up, and that worked.
Okay. Okay. No, that's good because the tire, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, make sure that the bigger boats get on the dock and everybody wraps up on the
Right.
outside. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's That's important to let the bigger boats get moored to a dock like the breakwater at Phreddie Harbor. Let the bigger boats get tied up first, and then smaller boats come and raft up with them.
Right.
And
Right.
I just wanted to mention one other random thing that I left out. If you could all, when we get off of this call, if you could just go to the text thread for the my number ends in 1803, and then everyone can designate they'll know who's who in that thread.
Okay, so go just to repeat, you kind of cut out there, but
Yeah.
go back into the text thread and put your name, add your name, right? And just so that we have a connection with
Yeah,
the number and we could save, you know, yeah, mine, Freddie Lane, Lummi Nation. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
yeah. You can say what the name of your vessel and then the last four digits of your cell phone. Then everyone can put down your name and your boat name, and then they'll automatically know.
Okay.
And I don't know why I'm going to say this, but first aid kits. I don't know if I was just going to go get one, Anella. Just kind of throw in your. I don't know if you guys are bringing one, but um, and then I know you needed some sleeping bags, right? For your girls. So I think we got things taken care of.
AED, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
we also carry AED. We have a full trauma kit, AED. We got everything from crutches to tourniquets. So we're set. Is there a nurse or doctor traveling with us?
Matt Wiki is a
Not that
medic.
I know of. No.
Matt Wiki will be on Jeff's boat and on our canoe, and he's a medic.
Okay, good. We're all Coast Guard medics, but we kind of need a designated doc.
Good. We also have a local kayaker, Nathan Green. He'll be coming over to Lopez, and he has a lot of local knowledge of currents and that kind of thing. And he'll be there to talk to skippers and be at the skipper meetings.
Mhm.
Hey, this is Nathan. I'm on the call, and yeah, I've got CPR and first aid training as well on that topic, but mostly just around to be paddling and talking with skippers and helping out with water conditions. Nice to see you all. Remember many of you from past journeys and looking forward to being on the water with you starting this weekend.
Cool.
Thanks, Nate. Appreciate it.
One thing I remember.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Nance.
Well, one thing I remember from last year, and it might be important this year too, is on that first crossing, it gets so cold, and a lot of the paddlers aren't used to the temperatures up here, and having hot tea available for them was huge. So I can certainly make hot tea again. I don't know with our boat, it's so much bigger about getting to the canoes, though.
Sure. We will yeah, we'll remember that. Thank you, Nance.
Okay.
I know I'm gonna go to town here and just get some fire starters so I have so I bring a fire with me, and just able to light a fire on the beach. It just sometimes that's all we need.
Yeah.
And we might just throw on some tea right on the fire there.
Mm.
Because it is going to be cold. I
Yeah.
mean, it is going to be, yeah, it's going to be a cold start there. But hey, we never know. This storm is moving right through. It's chugging right along. It's dropping. Not that we don't need the rain. We need the rain. But hopefully things will hopefully things will clear up here and we're usually pretty good. Um, I just want to emphasize too, last year I just kind of shared this with our beloved late relative about how we did an extra day on Lopez Island last year for the first time, and the canoes were so happy to come to Lopez Island for an extra night that they wanted to stay an extra night. And so we have to respect that. And so should that same protocol happen, I know our friends on Lopez aren't on unless Robin's on here, but um, we'll, it's a lot for them to do 3 days if that happens, and we would totally understand. But Stephanie and all of them, they're getting ready for us, and so we're just letting you know on Monday the 18th when we come in, um, and thank you, Nate. You brought the one canoe in. You brought the one canoe in, and I was really that was really beautiful. I thought, wow, just one canoe came in, and that's all right. Um, but anybody else, I don't want to take up too much of your time. A lot of our relatives are getting ready, and I'm frantically cleaning. And thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Che, and Paul, Carrie, Dale, Scott, and Nats, and Skipper Lorton. I haven't heard you all night. Siam Nostalgia. Guys, all getting ready. How's it going, Skipper?
It's going good. Yeah, thanks. I had a trouble finding the link here. Technology ain't my friend. Yeah, we're ready to go. We got a really good group of kids. They all did their cold water training for the first time, and there was quite a few screams and yells, and it was pretty funny. Um, but we have some really good dancers and singers, and we're pretty excited. I'm super excited to hear Anella's bringing some kids too. Did I hear that right? Um,
Correct. I've got 7 youth,
yeah.
4 high school girls from my sailing program, and 3 of the kids that were at the camp last December.
Oh, very cool. That's super exciting because our kids, one of the things is, do they want to hang around with adults all the time? No, yeah, but to have more kids, oh, that's going to be incredible. We promised them camping and walking and hiking and fires and watching eagles and that. And so we have about 8 to 10 kids, roughly. It could be more, it could be less. We have 6 to 8 adults, and so really excited about this crew and this people and the ones that are coming. They're like deers in the headlights, and some of them really understand, and some of them don't. And I think having a fire the first night is going to be pretty key for us to really reel these kids in and sit down and you know let them know that they're going to sleep in a tent. Some of them for the first time in their life, and so. But yeah, we're excited. Our senior trip is Friday. The seniors leave at 5 a.m. Friday, and then we leave 5 a.m. on Saturday. So our school's having a busy, busy day, couple days. And so, but yeah, we're ready to go. And like you said, we'll play it by the wind. And when we get there, and we want to paddle. We're not going this far not to paddle. Our goal is to be on the water somehow Saturday. Um, and we'll see, from the skipper's meeting and the wind, whether we're towing and we gotta put in 100 yards offshore, we'll do that and tow in one way or the other. So that's how we're talking and training with our kids. Ultimately, safety is first, but um, this is why we're going, and the kids are really prepared. So again, thanks to everybody for all the work, and um, we're ready to go, I think.
Great.
Good.
Good, Tim. Good, Tim.
Mm.
Paul?
Well, looking forward to seeing everybody. Gene Helfman's going to come to my house Thursday and pick up a load of firewood. So we'll have a bunch of firewood down on the beach. There'll be 3 or 4 different fire pits you can use if we need that many. So, and if the weather is really cold, we'll get a good fire going before you even arrive.
Good.
And
Hey, Phreddie.
so, Randy,
Yeah,
can you think of anything that we've left out? Anything that we should
sure.
discuss or mention?
Yeah, we're going to be leaving Swimmingish tomorrow morning and heading up to Bellingham, Lummi, and we'll be there until Friday afternoon. So if anybody needs anything hauled as far as cargo, anything like that extra, we can load in Bellingham. Skyline Marina was hosting us on Friday night. They have reserved the fuel dock for us. So if anybody gets there early, see if you guys can't get up to that fuel dock. She said that if you guys call at the Skyline Marina, that's the closest marina to where we're taking off from Saturday morning.
Yeah.
She's got 5 or 6 spots left, 24 to 30 feet, foot slips. So, like I said, if anybody has anything they need transported, we can load anything that you're not gonna have the opportunity to get on a car or whatever. We can load tomorrow and Friday. Let's see. Yeah, you guys covered everything. We're super excited about this pool. Last year was our first time supporting this, and we run canoe support from May to September, and this is our kickoff. This is our big deal. So we're super excited. Let's see. The morning we take off, if there's any extra paddlers and gear that are there at the park, we can skip out to support boats. When we get to the spit, we can get anybody, if you're anchored up, we can get anybody into shore that, like last year, nobody had skiffs. So we'll be able to do that transporting from ship to shore at Lopez there. And after that, we're going to book it to the marina there in Lopez, where we'll be moored up. So
And
just remember the morning that we leave, if anything you need transported to the safety boats from shore, let us know via radio on 09, and we'll take care of anything you need. We're locked and cocked and ready to go.
Les Shy's going to need a ride to shore. Just saying.
What's that, boss?
Les Shy's going to need a ride to shore from Lopez. I've been stuck on that one before. I wasn't swimming either.
Yeah.
Dale, we could bring you in on the canoe again.
Right. I've done it all, I think. But yeah. I've been stuck.
We've not heard Dale have not let us live that one down for years, but yeah,
I got a little kid named Sticks that's on my radar saying, "Oh no, Dale loves staying on the boat. He's just staying out there and everybody's drowning.
yeah, it's part of Chief Les Shy
Fires are
lore.
going on the beach, and I'm out here just like."
Oh. And Anella, you guys have a double? Are you having a double haul?
No, they were
Okay.
only able to get us a single. So,
Okay.
but we'll be able to switch out if there's extra people. And somebody
Dude, there's
from
on my fucking support boat,
Northwest
like,
Indian
oh, he's
College
drinking.
said
Yeah,
that
I
they
had
may
no
need
food.
paddlers,
Damn shit.
that they're short.
What
Dale,
was that again?
Yeah, I missed that.
Somebody from Northwest Indian College contacted me, James, and he said that they may need more pullers, that they may
Okay.
not have enough. So
Yeah.
I think we've got I know we've got extra pullers, so I think between the 4 canoes, we should be able to fill the seats, and we still may be able to have extras so people could switch out. And I told him I'm not opposed to people coming into the Hawaiian canoe, and if anybody wants to go in their canoe, and we can just like try all the canoes
Mhm.
and be canoe flies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is Shay from Oregon, and I would just like to say it's so beautiful witnessing everyone pulling together right now in this meeting. And I do need to sign off myself. We're getting ready for you all on Orcas, and may you just have a great trip. Safety, lots of love, lots of strength, lots of courage and joy. See you soon. I have to sign off.
Thank you, Shay.
Thanks, Jay.
Thank
And
you.
One real quick thing, Randy.
Go ahead.
I think both both Jeff and Ross are going to head over the night before. So are you saying that they could have moorage at the fuel dock? And would that be like after the fuel dock closes for the
Well,
day?
yeah, I called them this morning, and they're expecting us to show up. They have reserved the fuel dock for our ship, and they have other slips available to put some of the smaller boats in. So if you give her a call at Skyline, she'll hook you up. But yeah, they told us
Great.
to do what we did last year and pull up to that fuel dock. Yeah. And they
Good.
close
Oh,
at
that's great.
5. The fuel dock closes at 5.
Okay. Well, that's perfect.
Really quick, the
Jeff and I are both playing.
the mooring that is right down there in front of Spencer Spit, Paul, do we have those reserved, or is it first come, first served there?
Yeah, it's first come, first served, but I think there'll be plenty of buoys.
Okay.
I think there were the last couple of years. Yeah, we are just unable to reserve those.
Okay. Okay. And hey, it's minus tides, everyone. If you got clam guns, if you have any rakes, if you're a horse clamming clammer like myself, we'll be digging clams there during the minus tides coming up. And just so everybody knows, Anella and I, and just so our Chief Leshai school knows, we kind of wanted to do a paddle on our off days in the morning for those of us like Carrie and myself. We're always organizing. We won't go on the journey, but we might do some morning paddles just in case we need to heal and have some hope and paddle. I always say paddle what we protect, and so we might add some of those on our off days when we're on day 2 there with the relatives on each island. So go ahead, Dale.
Clamming. What's the deal with your clam guns for steamers or those manila clams? Like, don't you just rake those because they're just under
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 inches down, right?
Yeah, they're just a rake. Sometimes they use that. They look like a big hay rake, and so, different clam jammers use different types of rakes. But yeah,
Okay.
bring some rakes. I
Uh,
got my yeah. I got I just
well,
don't have any of the prong one for the butter clams that you make clam chowder and fritters out of.
okay, so yeah, I got a razor clam gun, but that's not the same as what you're talking about, a clam gun,
Oh no,
right?
those are West Coast. Those are West Coast guns,
Cool,
but
man.
West
Hey,
Coast guns
hey, we
there
ain't
you're
no
talking.
Skipper Carl out here with his dang shovel over there getting those out there on the beach in the
Yeah, that's a
ocean with his
West Coast
shovel. I gotta
thing.
do it the easy way. Uh,
Yeah,
right
there's
on.
definitely
And
Yeah, we
then,
don't allow those West Coast guns
uh,
to come in
and then,
there. I'm
the
kidding.
next question is for our kids, not everybody. Well, of course, I'm not Lummi Nation. I'm Puyallup, right? I just got the tribal cards. So,
Just
what's
yeah,
that going to entail for having a license
I'm
for people like
I'm
the adults, more or less, not the kids, because they
at,
probably don't need one?
at Spencer Spit, our host, Ranger Megan. She said she's not going to say anything.
Oh man, isn't that awesome?
Understands. I just tell all the tribal members, just bring your tribal ID,
Sure,
and
sure.
we just
Okay,
make sure we're all
okay.
digging. It's for a cultural and
That's awesome.
spiritual event, and we'll cook the clams and clean them right on the beach. We wanted to have this be that teachable moment for those that, hey man, we've survived off the clam people for the last
Yeah, yeah,
10,000 years.
yeah. Isn't that
Yeah.
cool? All right, awesome.
Yeah, so we'll have
Thank
some
you.
fresh clams, and I like I say, I'm gonna be there when we go
Yeah.
clam digging, just to have the
I'm a week sober at this.
Stephanie, did you have anything to
okay.
add, my dear? Mwah.
I'm out. I'm gonna get to it.
I don't hear
Oh.
Stephanie.
Stephanie, you're muted.
Uh-oh.
There we go. I'll have one car available for support boats to commute between the marina, Port of Friday Harbor Marina, and the beach.
Nice.
Great. Yeah, we'll need that if we.
Get on.
And then I'll have my car too. So, I'll have two cars, 4 people, 5, 6, 8 people. And it's just a short little drive. It's 7 minutes from port to beach. So we'll make sure you get rides.
Nice. Thank you.
All right. You're on mute, Phreddie.
The question I needed to ask Steph on, I know one Monday when we came in and the wind came up and we just brought the canoes and everyone got set up and we kind of canceled the protocol there that night. Will we just kind of go with the flow there on Monday night?
Monday night, we'll get some fires ready to go down by camping spot so folks can just get ready to go there. And then where we have the meal at the pavilion, we'll have fire there and firewood and water. We've got the Black's house, which has hoses so we can refill, do some washing. And then we'll have Lowell and Sam's house. So same situation for folks that are accustomed to that venue.
Wonderful.
And Tuesday night at the Grange.
And then Tuesday night at the Grange, everybody.
And dinner provided Monday and Tuesday night by hosts.
Yes, and bring your regalia, bring your traditional wear, bring your drums. We might be slahowling. Don't forget your clam guns. Don't forget to layer up. And if you're like me, I bring my long johns just in case it's really cold in the morning or we're at the top doing sunrise ceremony. And I just want to remind just everybody, hey, if you're lactose, if you're a vegetarian, if you have a allergy to any foods, I just encourage everyone to just be aware. Some of our hosts might have a vegetarian plates and whatnot. And hey, good job. I'm really glad to be with you. Thank you, Steph. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Carrie. Oh, we're bringing our own plates and stuff too. But I let Carrie know some people might not get the memo, but we're trying to supply our own, like real camping, real Indian style. Bring your own plate, island style, I guess they say out with our relatives too. And we're asking people to, we're just trying to cut back a little bit on how much we use, and Carrie's gonna help. We're gonna just help try and create that. We only have one Mother Earth, and we have to do our little bit of part. So, anything else? Anyone?
Yeah, I have
Sharon.
a question, Phreddie.
Yeah, go ahead, Jeff. I'll go after Jeff.
Okay, thanks. So I'm totally new to all of this. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of it. This just is like touching my heart in a very big way. I wanted to ask. I think maybe you guys know each other a bit more than I do. I'm not sure, but I was trying to put together a list here um, of the boats and all of the information because I've seen bits and pieces of this. But do we have the list that I've gotten so far is the Sparrow, the Island Gypsy, the Tashi, the Kailani, and the Spirit of the Wolf. Is there a boat I'm missing?
Yeah, so last year I had both a text thread and an email thing going, and I kind of skipped the email because it was hit and miss, but I have a Excel spreadsheet that names all the support boats and the canoes and the skippers for all those boats with their numbers and that kind of thing. If you want that, go ahead and just text me your email. Actually, I think I might have your email, but just remind me and I can email it to anybody who wants that Excel spreadsheet.
That would be
Yeah, we'd like
super
that
helpful.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Okay.
And then just one other question. So you had mentioned, Freddie, stuff to have on board. And I totally get, water and all of that, first aid kits, some snacks. Uh, I don't have uh, like a whole bunch of warm clothing or anything like that that I can come up with. Is there anybody who can sort of supply extra stuff, or is that something I should go find?
Sure. Um I'm just going washing all my blankets and everything just in case our relatives from Hawaii they want to grab a little lap shawl or they just want to grab some extra blankets just in case and maybe I'll just make a bag for you and so when we come down we'll see you on Saturday, is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay, and we'll hook up with you and we'll make sure we get some extra blankets on there for you. It's just, it's just an emergency, just in case maybe Mama Esther jumps on a safety boat and she gets cold on the ride over, or Tyler. Um, I just want to add too with some of the safety vessels that'll be there on Saturday that um, some people might want to, they might not be able to paddle, but they might want to jump on the water with you, and so we'll try and line those up as best as we can. Not that it's 1750 per person coming over, an additional charge to us that are driving, but just wanted to throw that out there. I know safety first, and we'll uh, we'll cross that water when the time comes. And I guess I could just mention to Skipper Lorton and Dale, when you guys do get to Washington Park, and I just always make sure everybody introduces themselves. That's what we're gonna do there between 7 and 8. Introduce. We're gonna have a little round circle there. We'll have prayers. But I just always introduce myself to the water and ask permission to go over and so just carrying on those teachings, like we say, we don't just jump on the water and think we're so I know you guys might get there a little late, and that's okay. We'll hear from you. You might be an hour out, and you're going to say, "Hey, if Anel and them want to go, we'll look at it on Saturday morning and make those decisions." So, Siam Nasjalacha.
We will wait for everyone.
Okay.
That's how it will be.
Okay.
So we'll see you on Saturday morning.
Okay, everybody. I really just raising my hands to each and every one of you. Siam Nasjalacha. Blessings on you, your families, your safety vessels, your canoes, your canoe families. Remember we're celebrating as neighbors, village to village, and this is our potlatch. This is our gathering. This is how we start the summer, and so just really, really thanking each of you. And you have my number. If you have any questions, feel free to call me. Carrie's online as well, and we'll keep going and keep communicating and cooperating and collaborating, and we'll get through these difficult times, and we'll come out stronger on the other side. And I promise you, we'll get through these. So, Siam Chalacha, love you all. Raising my hands to each of you, just thanking you for being here. Love each and every one of you.